What if I told you that the greatest villain in Kung Fu Panda wasn't born evil? What if the feared Tai Lung, the snow leopard who tore through the Valley of Peace, was actually a victim, twisted not by cruelty, but by love, ambition, and betrayal? In today's video, we uncover Tai Lung's untold, tragic origin of Tai Lung and ask the question, was he really the villain, or the ultimate casualty of misplaced trust and shattered dreams? Before he was feared, Tai Lung was abandoned. We don't know the names of Tai Lung's biological parents. All we know is that as a cub, he was left on the steps of the Jade Palace, alone, cold, unwanted. But fate had a different plan. Master Shifu, a stern and disciplined red panda, found the orphan and took him in, at first perhaps out of duty. But quickly that duty turned into something deeper, love. Tai Lung wasn't just a student to Shifu. He became a son, his only family. From the start, Tai Lung showed incredible potential. Lightning-fast reflexes, unmatched agility, and a hunger to learn. He was a prodigy. Shifu saw this and poured everything into him. Every lesson, every scroll, every ounce of wisdom. Tai Lung didn't just learn Kung Fu, he became it. But Shifu made a mistake many parents make. He told Tai Lung that he was special, that he was destined to be the Dragon Warrior. And Tai Lung believed him. As Tai Lung grew, so did his pride. But it wasn't arrogance at first, it was hope. He believed he could fulfill his destiny, not just for himself, but for Shifu, to make his father proud, and he earned it. Time and again, Tai Lung bested his peers. His technique was flawless, his strength unmatched. To the students of the Jade Palace, he was a legend in the making. He trained for years with one goal in mind: to receive the Dragon Scroll from Master Oogway, the ancient tortoise who guarded the secrets of the true power. The scroll was said to unlock limitless strength to the worthy Dragon Warrior. But when the day came, Master Oogway looked into Tai Lung's heart and saw something Shifu had ignored: pride, ambition, and a thirst for power. Oogway refused. Tai Lung would not be the Dragon Warrior. The dream shattered. Tai Lung was devastated, not just by the rejection, but by what it meant. Everything he had worked for, everything he had been told, was a lie. He turned to the one person who had always believed in him, Shifu. But Shifu didn't defend him. He didn't protest Oogway's decision. He stayed silent. To Tai Lung, that silence was betrayal. The heartbreak turned into rage. Tai Lung rampaged through the Valley of Peace, determined to take the Dragon Scroll by force. He fought with unmatched fury, cutting through masters and students alike. He reached the scroll, only to be stopped by Oogway. Their battle was legendary and short. Tai Lung, for all his strength, was defeated. Shifu watched, unable to stop his son. In the end, Tai Lung was imprisoned in Chorgom Prison, a fortress built solely to contain him. He spent 20 years there, locked in chains, suspended by ropes, under constant guard. Alone again, abandoned again. A child shaped by love and promises. Now, bound by regret and rage. But here's the question: was Tai Lung evil or broken? When Tai Lung escaped, it wasn't just revenge he sought. It was validation. He believed that the scroll was his by right, that he was meant to be the Dragon Warrior, that this world had betrayed him, and he would claim what was his. His fight with Shifu wasn't just a duel. It was a confrontation of their past, a reckoning. Tai Lung demanded answers. "You knew I was the Dragon Warrior. You promised." Shifu, guilt-ridden, could only whisper, "I loved you. I believed in you. It was never my decision to make." But those words came too late. The child who once sought a father's approval had become a man twisted by rejection. He took the dragon scroll and found it empty, just a reflection. Nothing. That moment broke him. Everything he had ever wanted meant nothing. The power, the title, the scroll. It was all an illusion. And with that realization, Tai Lung was defeated. Not by Po, but by the weight of his own hollow ambition. So who was the real villain in Tai Lung's story? Was it Master Oogway, who denied a prodigy without offering a path to redemption? Was it Master Shifu, who filled a child with dreams, only to abandon him when it mattered most? Or was it Tai Lung himself, who let disappointment mutate into destruction? The truth is, Tai Lung was never born a monster. He was made one, forged in the fires of love, ambition, betrayal, and isolation. Even his final fate, being struck down by Po, wasn't the end of his journey. It was a mercy, a release from the pain he had carried since the day he was left alone at the Jade Palace steps. Tai Lung's story isn't just a tale of villainy. It's a cautionary tale of how expectations, no matter how well-intentioned, can destroy. How silence in moments of pain can echo louder than any words. And how even the strongest warrior can fall, not from weakness, but from heartbreak. So the next time you watch Kung Fu Panda, look into Tai Lung's eyes, not with fear, but with understanding. Because sometimes the villain is just the hero who was never heard. Subscribe if you love deep dives like this. Leave a comment. Who should we explore next? Shen? Kai? Maybe even Po himself? Until next time, stay curious.